Hey now, it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM alongside my broadcast colleague.
Hey, it's Eric Cornish from 99.5 WKDQ. Good to have you back.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be back, and I'm really sorry I missed Monday. What an exciting episode you put on by yourself.
Hey, it was fun. We talked about a lot of things going on outside the WWE, and Cesaro.
That's right.
Joining the show.
They always said that Ric Flair could have a good match with the broomstick. You are the one-man show. You did a great job. I'm sorry I couldn't be here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better, and it looks like that maybe next week we might even have another WWE superstar stopping by. We'll find out.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We're getting closer to that showtime.
Yeah, I know. April the 27th. Make sure you stick around to the end of part 2 when we give you the link to find the registration page, so
That's
you
right.
can be a part.
This beautiful chair,
that beautiful chair,
and other things.
The White family, front row tickets. So you don't want to miss that. So coming off of that, I guess being at home on Monday, did you get to watch Raw and everything that came with it?
I did see Raw. It was another good show. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to talk about. What do you think?
No, I mean nothing real exciting except for the return of Evolution.
Actually, hearing their theme music was kind of intriguing to me.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a long-term thing or if they're just kind of hot-shotting this. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I know Daniel Bryan is on his honeymoon. I know all that's going on, but how interesting that happens right after he wins the belt. And I'm concerned because I think this may turn out to be a CM Punk first run with the title or a Rey Mysterio run with the title for Daniel Bryan. I don't want it to be that. Basically what I'm saying is they were the champion, but they weren't the main event.
Right.
And right now it looks like this might be the main event of Extreme Rules.
I don't compare it to those things. What I feel like is if we're going to compare this run to anything, it reminds me of Austin's first title run. It had that really long build. It culminated at WrestleMania where there was really one star of the show.
Right.
And I feel like that's going to be the comparison as opposed to, the Rey Mysterio types.
It's just interesting that Raw still, on its own, still did well. No Daniel Bryan. Not really very much mention of Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. And you have this huge angle with the Shield and Evolution, which I feel like, especially if it goes where I think it does, and that's with Daniel Bryan versus Kane for the title, I think that the Evolution Shield match is still the main event.
I don't know. That might depend, but you know what? If Bryan's going to be off for a little bit, and let's be honest, like he's been the focus of the shows for a while. It's sometimes refreshing. I didn't feel like I missed him on Monday. I don't want him gone for a while,
right? But
it was nice to see some new things happen, and I enjoyed it.
Well, other than that, overall I liked Raw. I thought it was great. I don't think it was as good as the Raw after Mania. I don't think it was good as but you still have a new direction with guys coming in and taking over, like your Cesaros and guys like that, and Alexander Rusev, your guy that you like. I mean,
hey, don't call him my guy.
Hey, he's your guy. He's your guy.
I
think he'll do all right. I don't think he's got long term.
He's got a great look, and he hasn't screwed up yet. I'm not saying this is the face of the company in the future. I'm not saying this is the dawning of a new star. I'm just saying so far I haven't been turned off yet.
All right. Well, keeping on that trend, we've got an email from one of our good viewers, Steve, who always likes to send us good emails, so we appreciate that.
Steve has a good question. He says, with such a great Raw after WrestleMania, what would you most like to see happen between now and SummerSlam? Thank you, Steve. I can answer what I would like to see.
Go for it.
I would like to see a Daniel Bryan-Brock Lesnar feud culminating at SummerSlam. That's who I kind of want to see Daniel go up with next, personally.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think that's money. I said that from the beginning. I think that feud would definitely draw. I think there's such a contrast between those two guys and what they do. But I think they could put on a great match, and I think that's money. Other than that, I think you will eventually lead to the Shield having their breakup, which everybody was talking about at WrestleMania. But I think if you drag that out till SummerSlam, you might have a little more heat to it.
Sure.
Like that. I think Cesaro will have a bigger role by that time.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be inevitable, I would think, is Cesaro's presence. Hey, let me, I want to pose to you a question real quick that you posed to me earlier. Let's talk about Evolution for a second.
Okay.
Is that something you want to see stick around until SummerSlam?
I wouldn't mind that.
I think it's best for at least Orton and Batista.
Right, and I really think I would have liked to see almost a reboot of the corporation, just with a different name, like the Authority, and bringing in these guys into the mix instead of just rehashing Evolution.
Right.
But for right now, I think it's all right. I mean, I liked seeing Kane, there as part of the Authority, and then, you could bring in guys along the way if you do split up the Shield, bring in a Dean Ambrose or somebody into that mix to where this is the Authority and, everybody's fighting against it. But for right now, I'm kind of cool with that.
I think it's helpful for especially Batista and also Orton.
Absolutely.
Batista needs to be in a group like this, I think, because he's floundering on his own. And Orton, although he doesn't need it, I feel like he's in a spot in his career where he will benefit from this again.
Yeah, and I think this will eventually lead to Batista being where they wanted him to be, and that is a top face.
Exactly. So I think that about covers that email and the Raw this week. So thank you for tuning in. We've got part 2 coming up right beneath this video, correct?
Yeah, and on part 2, we're going to be talking about something that Rob wanted to discuss, watching the old episodes of Raw. So
let's actually just tease them. We've got a fun conversation piece. We'd love to hear your feedback on it, and we'll tell you what it is in the second video. Also, the code to win the Superfan prize pack, including this lovely chair. So stay tuned for part 2, please.
Hey, yo, we'll see you there.